Hi Year 7s, I've made this video for you to help you get your head around the Canva program. I'm going to just take you through a really quick tutorial how you can design your own poster. The purpose of this is not to make life difficult for you. I'm not just giving you something completely new for no reason. One of the things that you need to learn how to do in secondary school is to be able to use ICT technologies, so information communication technology, computers, tablets, phones, those sort of things, to actually design and create. One of the reasons why we do this in geography is because you need to be able to present information digitally in the geography curriculum for Year 7. So that's just a little explanation as to why we're doing this. If you don't like it, I apologize. But just like anything, when you do something a few times, you usually get more used to it, and you find that it's not as scary or not as different as you originally thought. So as you can see on my screen here, I'm on the Canva login page. So what you would do is you would type in canva.com or www.canva.com into your browser. You wouldn't have an account yet, so you can log in using Gmail. Now you must use your school account. Okay, so you are not using a personal email address. It's very important that you understand that now, because that could make things complicated for you in the future. So I would suggest going login Google. Now I'm just going to see if I can actually show that for you here. So I'm already logged in. Let's have a little look. Yep, here we go. So this is the screen that you should actually come to. Now I've already got my details here, but you would click login with Google and it would sign in using your Gmail account. Just make sure that it is your school Gmail account and not a Gmail account that you have at home. So I'm just going to click login here. Now this is a free program, so don't worry, you don't have to buy anything. If the program asks you, do you want to purchase something, you say no. So I believe down here, Canva Pro, that is something that you would purchase. That is not something that I want you to do, okay? Now, we are creating a poster for this particular assignment. So we're going to click on the front page here, create a design. We're going to click on poster. And that is going to take us to this screen here. And you'll see it actually gives us a huge range of templates to use. Now, it will be up to you how you're going to choose your template and what you're going to do with it. Now, do you think that it would be appropriate for you to just say, choose a poster like this? And just type in, say, space. Let's just say your concept is space. And then just leave it like that. It's probably not appropriate, is it? The reason why I'm letting you use the templates here rather than starting from scratch is because it can be really difficult to just start from scratch, and not everyone is particularly good at design or something that they like to do. So I don't want to try to make you do things you don't have to do, but I do want to make it really clear to you that when you're presenting something, it's really important that you do it in the best way possible. And I think some of these templates look really amazing. So for instance, let's say I'm going to choose this one here. Remember, we are doing geography, so I think I quite like this little symbol here, but I might want to change a few things around. So, of course, I am going to put in my own title, so I might actually do sustainability. Now that's way too big, so of course, if I do this, I should be able to make it a little bit smaller. It's set at 170, which is crazy. So I'm going to try 144. Nope, still too big. I'm going to try 100. We'll see what happens. Maybe a little bit too small. 120. Nope, too big. So you might have to play around just a little bit to make sure it's exactly how you want it to be. I'm just going to move this down into the middle. The reason why I chose this program is because I find it really easy to use. I didn't want to choose something too difficult for you. If you're not someone that uses computers very often, or if you're not someone that does design very often, it might look a little overwhelming. But just remember that you can ask for help at any time. And the reason why you're working in groups is because chances are there's someone else in your group that might have some skills in different areas that maybe you don't have skills in. And that's why collaboration, so working together, is really, really important. So we're sort of just having a little bit of a play around with this. Now, let's just say, for instance, I don't know, I don't really like this particular picture. Like, the heart, it's not really what I want to say. So I'm just going to delete by pressing backspace. We can go into photos here. There's a whole bunch of different photos you can choose here. And I believe you're actually also able to put in your own photo as well. Now, I would recommend, have a little look through some of the photos here. If it's got a crown, let's have a look. Oh no, hang on. No, if it's got a crown, it's gonna have a watermark on it. And I believe you would have to purchase it. So please don't purchase anything for this assignment unless that's something you really want to do, but it's definitely not a requirement. Again, with this one here, so this one has a watermark. The watermark is just a piece of writing over the top. And again, you would have to pay for that one. So if you're seeing ones that you really like, oh, I don't know, I really want to have that one, but it's something that I have to pay for, maybe search online and see if you can find something similar for free. Now this one is a freebie. Maybe it's not got a lot to do with sustainability, but it's something that I could perhaps use as a background. Of course, if I'm using a picture as a background, I want to make sure it's centered. So again, design is really, really important with this assessment task. It may not be something that you're particularly good at or something you particularly enjoy, but I do expect you to put effort into the presentation of this poster. I'm not designing this to be difficult. Really, all I want is for you to have a very clear title for your poster. So if you are doing sustainability, oh, hang on, I grabbed the wrong thing. If you are doing sustainability, you want to make sure that's really clear. Now this is in yellow, and with that picture in the background, yellow is not very clear. So I'm going to put that up the top, and Canva is really good because it actually gives you borders to tell you when something's directly in the middle, and that's what you want. But I'm going to select that. I'm actually going to see, all right, what happens if I change it to black? Is that better? Oh, it's all right. It's not great. Maybe we try white. Yeah, white's a bit better. I'm starting to think maybe this picture is not the best option, so I'm actually going to delete it. And again, you have to have a play around to know that sort of thing. You can't just sort of go with exactly what you choose from the very beginning. I'm going to go with orange because I like orange. I do like the background there. Now I do, so like I said, I expect you to have a title page, a title. I expect you to have an image of some kind or a few different images that illustrate your particular concept. Now some of these are a bit more difficult than others. So illustrating space might be a little bit more difficult than, say, illustrating environment or sustainability. But I trust each of you to work well in your teams to be able to come up with decisions for how you're going to illustrate your particular concept. So let's just say I grab, looking at sustainability. Now, again, I could go through, or I could just type in sustainability and we'll see what comes up. And it looks like there's some cool little images here. This one kind of suits my theme. It's got the green going on. I think I want to make it a little bit bigger. There we go. Okay, now down the bottom here, I will put my description of what my concept is. So sustain, oh, it's really, really big. Let's make that really small. I'm going to put it at 32 for now, and then I'll make it a little bit bigger later. Now, I'm not going to put in the description of sustainability because I wouldn't want the group who is doing sustainability to miss out on coming up with their own definition or their own way of explaining what sustainability is. So, make that a little bit bigger, 56 or even 72, because I don't want it to be a huge description. Remember, posters should be designed so that they give you a small but impactful piece of information. So I think that sort of a font size would be really good. Now, this is my design. Do not think you have to do exactly like this. In fact, I would prefer you not to do something exactly like this, but you have the opportunity to get a bit creative with this sort of thing. Now, I'm going to download this poster, all right? This is how you will be submitting your poster to Schoology. So we're going to do it as a PDF print, and we're going to download. So just preparing the design. Now it's asking me, do I want to get professional prints? The answer is no, I don't. So you don't have to say print now. You just go close in the corner. It's actually already downloaded down here. And if we open it up, it's huge. So I'm just going to make that a little bit smaller, but you can see my poster has come out like this. And what I'm hoping is that I'm actually going to be able to print these posters out for you and stick them up on our wall as well, something that you guys can be proud of and you can see throughout the year. So I hope that this very basic tutorial has helped you out. I really encourage you to do a little bit of exploring on Canva and see how you can make your own creative poster as well. I think things to remember are do not sign in with a personal email address for Canva. And also, what was the other one? Don't pay for anything. I don't want you to pay for anything, okay? So it should be all a free process. Any questions at all, you just need to ask me, ask your classmates as well, and hopefully you'll really enjoy this task.